What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So in this video, I want to talk about the latest and not so greatest that has been happening with the situation with Christian Cooper and Amy Cooper, aka Central Park Karen. And no relation, by the way. Amy Cooper and Christian Cooper are not related. They just happen to have the same last name. All right. But just in case you forgot or maybe just didn't know about it, it's a situation that happened a little while ago with a black man named Christian Cooper, and he was in Central Park, and he ran across a woman named Karen Cooper, and Karen Cooper, Amy Cooper, and she had a dog. She didn't have her dog on a leash. The rule of the park is you have to have your dog on a leash. And he told her that and reminded her of that, and she got defensive. And then one word led to another word, and then she was threatening to call the police on him, saying that she was going to tell them that, an African-American man is threatening her. And she did. She called the police, and she told them that an African-American man is threatening her, and she even threw in the dramatics with it too, acting like he was like really just about to like mollywop her, sexually assault her, kill her, whatever, right? And then thankfully Christian Cooper was recording the situation as it happened, so he had at least some proof that, hey, this woman is just basically lying and filing a false police report, right? So the police did show up, no arrests were made, and as well, Christian told his sister about this situation. He has a sister named Melody, and she is actually the one who is attributed to helping this, go viral, right? Black women, yet again, holding it down for the brothers, right? So fast forward to now, right? Let's see. And Amy Cooper, she was fired from her job, and she, received some harassment via social media and perhaps some death threats. I don't know. But fast forward to now. Now, Christian Cooper, he doesn't want to cooperate with the DA in the case, and he says that, Amy Cooper has suffered enough. She's been through enough. She's suffered enough. And he was even, at one point, chastising people who were going after her, saying that, they're hypocrites in so many words, um, and the hypocrisy coming from, them perhaps saying racially charged things toward her, even though she was doing like something that was racially charged, like filing a racially charged police report, right? So, Christian Cooper now, things are a bit different now, So now all of a sudden, he doesn't really want to press charges. He's not going to be pressing charges. He's not going to be cooperating with the DA. And basically, the Central Park Karen is going to get off scot-free, pretty much. I mean, she lost her job, but let's be real, she could probably get another job. I mean, probably not so much. This isn't the best moment to lose your job, to keep it real. Nevertheless, Central Park Karen, she brought it on herself, ultimately, So, I find this a bit odd because this situation could have went really left had he not been recording this situation as it was happening and he didn't have any proof. This situation could have went really left and he could have been caught up in some crazy legal trouble here. Or else, even worst case scenario, he could be like a Black Lives Matter hashtag because of this, right? There is a history of this, as we all know, of, white women saying and accusing black men of things they did not do, and black men often, you know, being penalized for the lies that white women tell, either through violence or attempted violence, death, what have you, right? But, the thing is for me, I'm like, why are you going to do all this? Why are you going to record all this stuff and then release it to the public and not really want to go through with anything? Like, kind of like, what was the point of it? I understand you recording it for your own sake, but like, what's the point of it? Having, going on CNN and talking about your situation with Don Lemon. What was the point of all that? Other than maybe just to get a little shine, get a little twinkle twinkle, get a little clout, you know, for perhaps whatever career that he has, because I do think he does have somewhat of a career popping off for him. And I think that may low key be at play too, where it's like, he may not want to, ruffle any feathers, you know, be too associated with anti-racism to the point where people may be like, oh no, I don't really want to work with him. Right? you know, I think he may have attended Harvard, I believe. So he was also part of some Harvard organization as well. Um, he was also, or is also, he was a part of like Marvel Comics as well. I think he was doing some like writing for them as far as like their comics are concerned as well. And he also, his father worked on civil rights issues as well. His father led a Long Island civil rights organization in the 1960s called the Congress of Racial Equality. And he's also a senior biomedical editor and edited well-known comics, per this article. Right? So he may have a little something popping off for him, and he may not want to affect his bag, right? Even though like anti-racism and all that good stuff is right now on trend, so I think he could, do it. But then again, he could just be, a wild ass coon on the loose. Sometimes we got those folks in our communities, and we got to make sure we deal with them accordingly. Know who they are, create a registry for them. When you get a coon that moves into your neighborhood, you are notified. We need something like that, like a coon registry. A coon registry. Like a coon moves within 1,000 feet of you, you're notified, by mail or what have you, that a coon has moved very close to your proximity, and this could be of danger to you. Coons can definitely trip you up and get you caught up. But also, black people, people, especially black people, though, were supporting him. And, I find that to be a little interesting as well. Because had not the black community supported him because like, oh, well, he's gay, so let's not support him, something like that, then he probably would be complaining, on Don Lemon's show and writing editorials and think pieces about, discrimination within the black community against LGBTQIA folk, right? And going on a tangent about that, right? And again, also, like if this was a black woman, he probably would be pressing charges. He probably would be trying to, make sure that she learns her lesson, right? And also, would Amy Cooper, aka Central Park Karen, would she be this forgiving and understanding if he was in the wrong? Like, if he was in the wrong against her, probably not. Some black folks just love to trot out the forgiveness train, and I'm not saying that we all don't need forgiveness at one point or another, because we do. We do. But the thing is, you can't still press charges and forgive a motherfucker. Folks, you still got to be punished. Just because someone forgives you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't get punished for it, right? Like, if you do something that is against your parents' wishes, if as a kid or whatever, and they find out, they punish you. I'm sure they forgave you at one point or another, but you got punished for it. Whatever that punishment was. But yeah, I don't think she would be this forgiving and this understanding. I don't think she would be saying, well, that black man suffered enough. That black man has so much going on. I don't want to bring a black man down. I want to bring that brother down. That's funny. I don't think she wouldn't be doing no shit like that. She would be still in white woman victim mode, acting like she done just experienced the worst thing in life. God damn it. And Christian Cooper, he strikes me as one of those black people that, like, white folks, that be like white folks token black friend. When white folks be all like, hey, look, I have got a black friend. No way, yeah, I really got one. Hey, look, I have got a black friend. Yeah. So when I get caught in racism, I trot out my black friend. Come on, Christian, come on and let me trot you out and show you off. And he just like, oh yes, sir, master. I'll be right away. I'll be over there right away, master. Right? So he don't want to upset them folks as well. He doesn't want to upset, white zaddy as well, right? Because I'm pretty sure, Christian probably prefers white mates versus black mates, which, is odd. Like, when it comes to these folks, especially like folks in the media, it's like, and even folks just like in a higher class, even like a lot of times, like gay or straight, a lot of these folks end up with like white partners, like heck, even like, Wanda Sykes, Lee Daniels, right? Robin Roberts, the lady from Orange is the New Black, Raven Simone, right? I think Don Lemon got one too. So yeah, it's a little interesting as well. And I just swear, like, some folks are really thirsty for some proximity to non-blackness. I really do think that's at play. I really do think that assimilation is at play as well. Folks are trying to find a way to achieve some form of assimilation, and in some people's cases, they're going through it with white partners, or trying to obtain it with white partners, or by having white partners, right? So yeah, I guess they do have some proximity to whiteness. I'm not sure if that's going to really help them truly assimilate and lead to them having, pretty much an experience equivalent to a white person's experience in, American society. I don't think that's going to happen, but whatever. And as well, Christian may want Amy Cooper to be like his new fag hag. He may want to be, spilling tea with Amy Cooper. Slanging scolding hot tea on bitches with Amy Cooper. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Amy Cooper is going to be on her way. Even when she was talking about him, I don't remember she even mentioning his name. I found that to be a bit funny. She probably may have contacted him privately at one point or another and spoke with him and like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I promise I didn't mean it. I didn't have my morning espresso that day. I'm sorry. Starbucks has been closed because of this quarantine. And I don't have my espresso. I get crabby. And I'm so sorry for that. I really do. I really apologize. You know, I really do. And probably never even mentioned his name. And he was just like, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, Miss Becky. It's okay, Miss Becky. I know you ain't mean no harm, Becky. I know you ain't mean no harm. Right? And some of these dudes, they do be suffering from King Kong syndrome. And King Kong syndrome, or you can call it King Kong syndrome. I do think this may be low-key a derivative or a variation of King Kong syndrome. You know? But I don't know what Christian getting from it though. And he ain't getting no access to. I mean, I don't think he really wants access to Amy Cooper. Not in a sexual way. I think he may want access to Amy Cooper's brother. He want access to Amy Cooper's brother, right? And then I know some people will come through on this video and be like, oh, well, let's just write him off because, Christian Cooper, his behavior in this situation, it doesn't represent, black men because, he's gay. And in this particular case, I don't think that is completely true because even black men who've been caught up in situations or whatever and, are heterosexual or at least, clocked as heterosexual, kind of behave somewhat a similar way. And I know, black men and black women will come through with that. But I just don't think that is completely the case in this situation. I don't think we can kind of just write it off as that, right? Because didn't we have not too long ago, that white female police officer shooting that black man and then that black man's brother hugging her, right? And also that black man's father saying he want to have some type of relationship with her, right? The woman who accidentally killed your son that was doing nothing wrong in his apartment, minding his own business, right? Didn't we have a lot of heterosexual black men trying to kiss Donald Trump's ass, especially when he first got into office? God damn it, right? Kanye West, Steve Harvey, some other nigga, right? A whole bunch of other folks mixed in there too, right? Then it was some dude a while ago who was on like The Bachelor. He was black. He was on some like spin-off show of The Bachelor. Not quite The Bachelor, like some spin-off show of The Bachelor. And he was accused of rape by a white woman. And then he was quoted as saying, oh, if you love me, then you love her too. And so many were saying like basically, if you going after her, you going after me. Even though this chick done accused you of rape or sexual assault. Then he was shown after the situation happening and unfolding and him not getting charged, hugging her. Seriously. Now, come on now. So let's not do that. Let's not, let's try and deal with the situation, okay? Let's be real. Let's be honest here. All right. But really, what was all this for, Christian? What was all this for? That's what I want to know. What was all this for? All this fuss and all this stuff here, right? But ultimately, Christian, that is his right. He has the right to, press charges and cooperate, or not press charges and not cooperate. He does, But I personally think that he should cooperate and press charges maybe perhaps he's being threatened behind the scenes by some powerful entity. I don't know. Perhaps, maybe I'm just, trying to throw a bone out there. Uh, but yeah, it's disappointing. Um, but, is it really surprising, though? That's the thing. Because really, I swear, like, white women can get away with so much bullshit. They really can. They got that shit. They got that shit down to a science, goddammit. They can get away with so much shit that really white men can't even get away with. And to keep it real, white women are white men's ace in the hole, goddammit. So, the white man ain't gonna be throwing the white woman, under the bus anytime soon. He may have his problems with the white woman, and the white woman may have her problems with the white man and all that good stuff, but they ain't gonna be throwing each other under the bus anytime soon, especially for no black folk. Alright? Because the white man knows that the white woman, even if she's in an interracial relationship with a black man, he still knows that she is helping him maintain the system. Alright? One way or another. Alright? So I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.